is made up of two organic compounds, proteins called histones and nucleic acid called DNA. The building units of nucleic acid molecules are called nucleotide. A single DNA molecule is made up of several hundred of nucleotides, also known as polynucleotide. Each nucleotide is chemically made up of three components: a 5-carbon sugar called deoxyribose, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. The nitrogenous bases are organic molecules and are named because they contain carbon and nitrogen. They are bases because they contain an amino acid that has the potential of binding an extra hydrogen, and thus decreasing the hydrogen ion concentration in its environment, making it more basic. Each nucleotide in DNA contains one of four possible nitrogenous bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Adenine and guanine are classified as purines. The primary structure of a purine consists of two carbon-nitrogen rings. Cytosine and thymine are classified as pyrimidines, which have a single carbon-nitrogen ring as their primary structure. Each of these basic carbon-nitrogen rings has different functional groups attached to it. Nitrogenous base of two complementary nucleotides pair up by forming weak hydrogen bonds between them. Only a specific type of purine can pair up with a particular pyrimidine. The two complementary base pairs are as follows: adenine with thymine and guanine with cytosine. Scientists discovered that DNA is the genetic material. It is also where the gene is located. A gene is a portion of a DNA molecule that is responsible for the transmission of a trait from parents to offspring. In humans, a body cell contains 46 chromosomes. Each chromosome consists of two chromatids joined together at the centromere. Each chromatid is made up of very long DNA. Each DNA consists of several genes. The location of the centromere is specific for each kind of chromosome found in the nucleus of a cell. The genes that control the inheritance and expression of a particular characteristics occupy specific positions, or also known as loci, along the length of the chromosome. Thus, with around 35,000 genes in a human cell, there may be several hundred to several thousand genes that are linearly arranged along the entire length of every chromosome. On the average, a gene could be 3,000 base pairs long. A complete set of chromosomes in a human cell contains around 3.2 billion nitrogenous base pairs. DNA is the blueprint of heredity. It has the code of instruction for the expression of inherited characters. It keeps a record of clues about our genetic history. It provides the molecular basis of heredity, as life continues from one generation to the next. The genetic code, therefore, is stored in short portions of DNA called genes. Some genes provide instructions for the production of building blocks of the body, such as the keratin in hair and skin. Some genes code for the production of melanin that gives brown color to the skin, eyes, and hair. Amylase for starch digestion, or hormones like insulin for regulation of blood sugar. Others code for the synthesis of hemoglobin in red blood cells involved in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the body. Since genes are inherited, it is not surprising that parents and offspring resemble each other in many ways, both in form and function.